Could you speak a little like louder, just for the mic? Sorry.
Sure. Oh. You should also get closer.
No, it's like I would be like right up on your face if I did that.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm Jonas. I'm a computer science major, and I'm going to be a sophomore in the fall.
My name is Carmela Nieves. I'm in the Autonomous University in Madrid, and I'm a junior, and I study mathematics.
My name is Lily Terpstra. I am going to be a sophomore at the U in the fall, and I'm a double major in math and computer science, and I'm going to get a minor in French.
I am Osvaldo Lotojeda II. This is going to be my third year at the University of Utah, and I am studying French.
My name is Maxwell Archibald. I'm majoring in applied mathematics, and I'm going for a minor in French. It will be my second year this coming year at the University of Utah. I've completed just my freshman year.
Why did you choose to study here in France?
Well, I really love learning French, and I wanted to visit the country and interact with the culture, eat the food.
I really wanted to study abroad in college just because I want to live other places in my life and I want to experience new things. And I wanted to do France because I already kind of speak the language. And when I was here in high school in Paris, it was just an amazing experience, and I wanted to do that again.
Languages have always been one of my favorite things, and I wanted to get a diploma, an official French diploma in Spain, and I wanted to do some study in France in order to not just improve my French, but also like to learn about people around the world and myself.
I need it for my major since I need to fill up a practicum requirement, and also to get some more French credit as well, and also go to a new country while I'm at it and learn a new culture.
Seemed like a very cool experience and a fun way to spend my summer. And I've never left the United States before, so this was a great opportunity for me to really experience something very new.
And how would you describe your experience so far? Like, what types of things have you done? What types of excursions have you gone on? What types of people have you met?
Yeah, it's been incredible so far. Living with a host family has been really, really fun. I've done a bunch of excursions to neighboring towns and interesting things in the area, eaten a lot of really awesome food, and that's been overall just really fun.
We have a grammar class and then we have a culture class. So I've taken 2 culture classes. The first was politics in France, and the second I'm taking right now, it's film. And we're making a little scene together in French, and we had to write an oral presentation in French, so I'm giving that today. And then for the grammar class, we actually had one day where we went out and we went on like a little scavenger hunt through the city, and so that was cute.
I did that too. That was cool.
Yeah, it was fun. And then outside of class, we've done like a ton of cool things. Like, I didn't realize that there would be so many activities that we could do outside of class, and Vincent, he's the program director. He's been amazing he's a great tour guide, and he's brought us to all these cool places. Like, we went to the Champ de Lavande, which is the lavender fields. We went up into the Alps. We went to a spa, which was really cool. And I don't know, it's just been a lot of fun. With Vincent and with the other students, I've done a lot of things that I don't think I would have done by myself. I just don't think I would have done the research to realize that they're out there and accessible.
Walked around, explored the city a lot of times. I went to go see museums, went to go see paintings, and all that sort of stuff. I also went to Annecy, the city of Annecy as well. That was really fun. I swam in the lake over there. And I also went to Lyon as well, and spent a few days over there in Lyon, sightseeing and everything, seeing the cathedral, the basilica, just having a grand old time, really.
It's been fantastic. I've had a wonderful time. The mountains here, epic.
And what has been your favorite part of this specific journey so far?
That's hard. Probably my favorite part was our excursion we took to the Alps. We went to a bunch of towns in the Alps and this hot spring area. That was really, really cool.
Probably getting to know other people and getting to know different cultures aside from Spain. That's like really fulfilling, and really enjoyed that.
Honestly, probably some of the excursions, like a day trip with Vincent and with like students from Utah. They're just like so fun. Like we get to go do something special, and then we stop in all these towns along the way, and we just like see a little bit more than just Grenoble.
I mean, the mountains, obviously, but also just, you know, interacting with people. I consider myself a very social person, and having the different types of social interactions that you only really get by going to a place that speaks a different language, where you're really putting yourself out there. It's very humbling, but it's a really neat experience. But other than that, the mountains, I love them. Transit.
You also run like everywhere, which is pretty cool.
I do also run everywhere and run up mountains. That's really the best part.
What would you say has been the most challenging part about this?
I think the most challenging part is definitely the language.
The first days, my French was a bit like not well because I didn't practice it that much.
Not really being able to say every little detail of what you want to say to the people you're talking to is pretty challenging, and just finding ways around that, figuring out how to replace words, using a lot of body language to fill that in.
I've been more homesick than I thought I was. It's the longest I've been away from home, 6 weeks. I was away from home for a month when I studied abroad in Paris, and I don't remember being that homesick, but this time I feel like there are definitely days where I'm like, I need a break from other people, and I need to like call my parents, or I need to talk to my friends, or I just want to like go relax at home and kind of pretend I'm not in France anymore just because I miss home. But at the same time, I realized that like it's such a fun experience, and I know I'm having a great time. It's just like the two feelings coexist for the most part, but when the homesickness kind of overpowers, that's sad.
What would you say is going to be your takeaway from this trip? Like what have you learned? It doesn't have to be something grand, but just like what have you learned on this trip? What do you think will be your takeaways? Like what have you learned this trip?
Well, first of all, French. That's like obvious, of course. But also, well, I've also improved my English. That's really nice, hanging out with Americans. But I've learned, well, a lot about, different cultures. Like, most of the people I hang out with in France were Americans. So I got a bit closer to, like, the American culture. And also, my colleagues in class were Chinese. And so I got to know, like, the Chinese people more. And yeah, that's really fulfilling.
I've learned, I think the biggest takeaway that I've been telling my family a lot is that I really enjoy living in a new place. Like when you're on vacation somewhere, you kind of feel stressed. You have to feel like you have to be doing things the entire time. You're there for a week. You're like, oh, I need to make the most of it. And there's not a lot of time for like rest and relaxation. But I feel like this, where like you're in the same place for a month or longer, where you can explore things like a local, where you can like find your favorite spots and know what you want to do, and like also have time where you can relax and like decompress without feeling guilty for not like doing everything. I feel like that's my preferred way of being in new countries.
There's no better way to learn a language than to immerse yourself in it, I'd say. That's one of the big takeaways I've got. I feel like I've really improved my French here, and it's been very fun. I got to learn a whole new culture too while I was at it. Explore the world. That's been really fun. I've never been to France before, so this is my first time in France. And another big takeaway would also have to be like the 15 French books I bought while here. I'm also taking those with me.
What advice would you give to new study abroad students that are just coming into the program? And, what would your advice be for study abroad students considering that?
Do it. Just do it.
Just do it?
Yeah, do it. It's fun. It's worth it. Like definitely like try to get scholarships and everything. They make your life so much easier. But do it. Just like go out, see the world, explore everything. It's all very beautiful, and you're gonna love it really.
My boyfriend said that I need to create lore for my kids. So there are people that are all like, you need to be out doing things, like have these new experiences, which I 100% agree with. You should have new experiences and try new things and like be brave. But also I think it's very important that you take time for yourself and like relax and like make sure that you're feeling good, because if you're not feeling good, then none of these experiences are gonna mean anything.
I'd say don't stress too much before the trip. I feel like there's a lot of people around here to support you, and your host family will support you with whatever you need. So I'd say just kind of go into it and don't try to plan too much or stress too much before it.
Go Utes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's go Utes.
Go Utes!
Okay.
Go Utes.